Welcome back to the world of Arklands. When we last left our heroes, they finally were able to reach the Vault of Dreams and defeated its guardian, sparing him. There was a grateful pause as the party recovered and hoped that they could outlast any scrying sensors that might have been placed.
Well, we can always hope. It doesn't mean it's going to happen.
But they approached the 3 lecterns in front of the statues. Each statue a champion of the Dream Spirit. And they asked their 3 questions. What is the story of Mavris, the Prowler? What is the story of the creation of the gods? And what is the story of the Shadow King? But first, as your bodies collapse and the geode beneath you, its glass surface unmoving, but the crystals within falling away as your consciousnesses, as your minds fall deep into the Sea of Dreams.
Should have lain down.
That's a good point, yeah. Oh well.
We open
Oh, shnikes.
with the story of Mavris, the Prowler. Many years ago, during a period known as the Age of Dragons, when eggs were once again hatching after hundreds of years of persecution, one such egg, a verdant emerald green, hatches alone, and a young wormling of a green dragon crawls his way out, blinking into the sun. This young dragon soon chose a name for himself: Mavris. Mavris, for a long time, lived a fairly typical life of a dragon. He set up his form of lair in a tower that had once belonged to a spellcaster, a wizard whose name had long been lost to history. This provided him with safety, shelter, and the most important thing for a green dragon: information. And it was while he lived in this tower that he read a story. The story of Mithra, a lich, a powerful spellcaster, and one of the greatest masterminds in all of known history, who wielded a crown and a gauntlet of his own design, and was the sworn enemy of the hero Cassandra. Many saw Mithra as a cautionary tale, but not Mavris. Mavris viewed him as a goal, he too would one day achieve that skill, that intellect, that infamy. But such dreams are often left behind as someone grows up. As he grew into a young dragon, he followed the life of hundreds of dragons before him. He fought, he gathered gold and treasures of all kinds. And for a good 100 years, he was nothing special. But as he entered adulthood, stories from those that he decided to spare and books he had gathered helped him to realize that Mithra wasn't a myth, wasn't just a story. He truly did exist, or had at one point, and his crown and his gauntlet, they were out there, somewhere in the world. And Mavris was determined to find them. He spent decades searching, following their trail from Mithra's defeat, until he realized that the trail ended in the court of the unseelie Fey Queen. Decades, centuries passed as he searched for ways. There is no overpowering a being of such power and magic and potency. That would not be the way to achieve his goal. Instead, he found a back door, a way into the Feywild, hidden behind a waterfall. This hidden path was a demiplane of its own that he decided to set up his lair in. He made his way to the Feywild and found a man who had a meeting set up with the unseelie Fey Queen. There was no chance of Mavris ever getting his own meeting without lowering himself beyond what he was willing. So instead, he killed the man, used a soul cage to snare his spirit before it could escape, and took on his form. He took the man's meeting and knelt before her. I come to you, gracious queen, as Prince Jacob III, heir to King Jacob's kingdom, all of Mire. And I come to you with a request. In your trove you possess a treasure I have had my heart set on since I was very young. In exchange for this treasure, I would humbly offer you this name of Prince Jacob III, and the soul that comes along with it. In exchange for the crown and gauntlet of Mithra. The queen, prideful in her own right, thought not to question whether the man who stood before her was what he claimed. It had been millennia since anyone had been able to lie to a Fae, and a man wearing the right face, knowing the right things, turned up exactly when he was scheduled to. There was nothing to give her pause. She thought about it, decided to agree, though she would only grant him the crown. Mavris bowed his head and graciously took the crown, before handing her Prince Jacob's soul and a name that was not his, and therefore was of no cost to him. He smiled and thanked her for her time and vanished. Some would not test the ire of the Fae. Mavris is not some. He allowed word to spread of his victory, that he was able to outsmart not just any Fae, but one of the queens, and that he had a treasure to prove it. Not all valued Mithra's intellect, but all knew of his power and notoriety, and the presence of his crown in a dragon's hoard was a mark of great prestige. Which is why it was not long before a great ancient red dragon named Caladeros broke his way into Mavris's lair, completely overpowering him, and took the crown for himself. Mavris attempted to chase him as they flew north, but was beaten within an inch of his life and left to drown in the ocean. He had learned an important lesson, that cunning and intelligence is powerful. But if the gap between you and your adversary, if the gap in power itself is too large, all the cunning in the world will not save you. He washed up on a beach on the island of Makria. On Makria there lived a family, blessed by Miranova, centuries before. Generations of family members born infused with magic. As he took on an elven form, still deeply wounded, they cared for him. And it was while he was there that he learned two more important lessons. That mortals have value. Not that they matter to him, but that they can be useful beyond what can be traded away. And the concept of magic being infused into one's very soul. He recovered and flew back to his lair and began his work researching the creation of something that could do that for himself. He spent the next few centuries taking on many different apprentices, and you see before you groups of 3, rising and falling, rising and falling, being sent into the Shattered Realm. Because Mavris would not allow himself to be overpowered again. He learned of a place called the Shadowfell, an ancient realm that had not been seen nor heard of in millennia. As he sent his sponsors deep into the Shattered Realm, looking for ancient texts that predated creation, he discovered that the Shadowfell had become one with the Shattered Realm, resulting in the darkness that it is now known for. Mavris discovered the nature of Titans, a mantle that is passed down as each previous one is killed. And he discovered that the Titan of the Shadowfell had the ability to create domains of dread. Demiplanes, bordered regions, all designed to entrap a single creature. Many of these existed in the past, the most famous of which entrapping a powerful vampire known as Strahd. These prisons were inescapable and designed to torment those they held. And if he were to take on the mantle of the Titan of the Shadowfell, these domains of dread would be his new collection, and the perfect place to deal with the red dragon that had wounded him so. With more research and centuries of time passing, he discovered that the current Titan of the Shadowfell was none other than the Shadow King. And so he devised a plan to use the orrery of the Wanderer to open a gateway, to bring Varro to the material plane and kill him. All that would be required is breaking the cage and collecting the pieces. But you watch as he has a moment of realization. The orrery would no longer be required, for Varro, now holding the power of a shard from the Shattered Realm, would enter the material plane of his own accord the moment his cage was open.
My bad, guys.
And so he waits, preparing a weapon to kill Varro and take on his place as the Titan of the Shadowfell.
Everyone's staring at Einar.
I know, just looks at them and just kind of shrugs, like, sorry.
All of that was in character.
The scenery fades to black, and you sense you have a moment to discuss if you'd like to before the next story begins.
What have you done?
Technically, the one who struck the original bargain with Saravina was you.
You know what? Yeah, we wouldn't be in this mess if it weren't for you, Ray.
I'm not all distracting from Einar's blunder because I'm the one who showed him the shard, but...
See, you know, we can all share the blame.
I'm not sharing any blame for this. I wasn't even there.
50,000 gold.
That got paid off.
You...
You
By
address that?
by Saravina,
No,
yes, but it
no.
got paid off.
Yeah, but you know, I'm still mad about that. I'm still upset.
You gave this Titan the key.
You committed identity fraud.
Not to mention...
I don't. Hang on. I really don't think that those two sins equate.
Maybe not in your mind.
Not in anyone's
It wasn't
mind.
your identity.
Not in my mind either. However...
Don't side with him.
I'm not, I'm just saying.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the DM.
Yes, but his sin is...
Identity theft is not a joke.
Exactly my point.
Says the one who committed identity fraud.
Ray, you're such a hypocrite.
We don't need to get into
Yes,
that.
and so are you. So is
Well,
everyone.
I'm unabashed.
That does not change my point. What were you trying to say?
I was trying to say, the sin of taking out the loan does not equate giving a powerful shard to a powerful realm to a powerful whatever dragon.
Titan.
Yes.
And God.
However, he's not the one who saddled up to a sugar daddy for the promise of cool things and
What are we
adventures.
talking about? Einar over here?
No, we're talking about you.
Oh, okay, I got you. Because
No, he's
he
got
also
plenty of
has
sugar
his own
mamas.
sugar daddy. What?
Well, that's true. He's got both. He's into sugar in general. He does, not you.
Where are you
Makoto
going
is
with
just
this?
looking at the three of you.
But both of them.
All I'm saying is, I have the least blame in this, and I'm
I
quite
would
happy
argue
with
I
that.
do.
No.
Of the three idiots, Makoto,
Fair.
Self-aware.
I
know it's a
am
big
pretty
step for
self-aware.
us.
The fact that you exist right now annoys me.
Ah, yes, I've heard.
I think that he's made that his life goal.
It's a shallow goal. One
But
that
an
he,
effective one.
it plays out well in his mind.
I have effectively checked off this side quest.
I told you, we are the side quest for him.
Go get arrested again.
I mean, you're a side quest for me. So.
I already did that side quest too.
That's fine.
Like I said, self-aware. We're on the same page.
So,
I appreciate
digesting what we just heard,
I don't.
Not-
I don't
not
even know
you.
what to think. I think my brain is just fried. I don't.
the fact that Mavris is seeking to become a Titan
No, I
and
I knew that.
overpower the ancient dragon that kicked his ass, yes. I find that kind of ironic.
I think he's already kicked the ancient dragon's
I-
ass.
No.
Isn't the crown he has on his head that crown, or is
Nope.
it a different crown?
No. He has
How did he come by those?
centuries spent with basically heroes under his tutelage.
Yeah. It was one of those
Gathering-
groups he sent out.
Yeah, many crowns, including. Well, listen, he was sending them out to gather information, which is how he got Yinzi's, and matters of the soul. So am ours.
So what you're saying is, mortals can get their hands on the crowns of the gods.
Mortals are pretty much the only ones that can.
I got my hands on the bow of the, what is it called,
Well,
ancestor?
an imitation.
Oh, what was the name?
No,
I'm
a real
Powerful,
thing?
but not the. It's not literally the.
glad we didn't go back to bios for that. But I found out that was a fake.
It's not a fake. It is. It was created by Kukanal, but it isn't his bow.
Think of it like an echo, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a fairly. That's
It's a cheap Chinese replica.
Although if I was just if I was told I was going to get superpowers and I got Robin instead of Batman,
Neither of those have superpowers.
Yeah,
superhero identities.
Batman's
point.
superpower is being rich.
Man,
Robin's
you
just
would've
not
got
rich.
ripped off big time.
Superhero
You got no
identities.
superpowers.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. If I was Dick Grayson, I think he has a superpower, and it's most definitely with women. But that's
So-
an entirely different topic.
I mean, that's his name, but yeah.
This is very true.
Don't hit my mic.
The ad break is over.
We'll get rid of it.
Ad break is over.
So he must have found a way to kill Varro then.
He could still be searching.
Do we know if he's found the answer to that?
I will say, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Can
I give him
have
guidance?
Can I have advantage?
Does magic work like that in this realm?
No, yes.
Yes! Alright.
Got it.
Doesn't matter. That's a 3.
Hey, at least you can get above
Guidance
5.
ain't gonna do
We'll
crap
get
for
something. Okay.
My guidance die was as
15.
high as this.
You have a +9.
Yep.
Given the way the story was phrased, and the confidence that Mavris seems to have in his plan, it's likely he already has a way.
And we don't know that from the story.
It wasn't explicitly stated in the story one way or the other, but it's given the way the story was phrased. You know, nothing in the story is misleading,
Right.
and so
But I need specifics, Trey.
you don't have specifics.
We have
Damn it.
stories. Literally.
This is like
You have much more information than you had before.
this is like reading the summary
Yeah.
for a book instead of the book itself.
I want the book.
I have a lot of questions for the fake queens now.
I'm not into reading the titles of articles. Thank you.
No, this is like reading the article instead of the paper.
Well, that sucks too. Not as bad.
Yeah.
And I have more. This. Hang on. Let me go to. Never mind.
More questions than answers?
Yes.
I mean,
Not really.
If you
Actually, it's more so. What or the question that I now have is, what do we need to be ready for, and can we protect the Shadow King?
well,
Wow,
the
look at
easiest,
that.
the most important way to do that, all of this relies on one event happening first.
Correct.
The cage has to be opened. One of the locks is standing right next to you.
Hi guys. I have plot armor, maybe.
Plot armor.
No one is getting him ever. Mine.
Wow. Hey,
Well, it also then begs the question:
I didn't realize you cared
is it
about
wise to have 2 locks in our possession or not? Begs the whole Civil
Make
War
an
question.
Arcana check.
Does yeah.
The alternative
check.
is if he gets the other lock because he is looking for it.
Hey, give me guidance again.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
21.
2 locks might be enough to weaken it enough. If he's able to break 2 locks.
So we cannot.
It's not a
let him get the
guarantee.
other one.
So
But-
it very much is the power is best in our hands. Type
But
argument.
and there's no guarantee either way.
The safest
But
hands
it's-
are still our own.
That's what it is. Thank you.
Yes. I mean, listen, I fully agree with Cap on that.
Amen.
Yes, actually, I 100% agree with that. Question is, now what? I don't want to be the strategist. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna wait till we
I'll
hear
tell
the
you
next.
what we
the rest
do.
of the
We
stories.
scry on Stalwart.
That's a good point.
Assuming he's found him.
Riss. Sorry.
If I can find anything about where he is, I know he's got a trail.
My
You know where they are.
Hang on.
We
Teleport
don't
can
know
go.
exactly where they are.
You know they're in paradise.
I know they're in paradise.
How does
yeah.
teleport work?
Paradise
as
is a big
spell?
place.
You have to pick a location. You can't teleport to a person.
My
Okay.
plan is to
A location that you know.
sabotage
Yep.
the weapon.
So if you see it,
It's
you
tricky.
can go there.
It would require
In
going to
theory,
Saravina, but if we went to Saravina
there's-
and someone was able to sabotage that, without him knowing, furthermore,
What are you saying?
sabotage the weapon. If we let him go through with his plan and the weapon's sabotage, he has a whole lot of bar on his hand and no way to kill him.
Let me put it this way. And I would like to make a check for this. I'm fairly certain he is the weapon considering his research.
I'm not going to have you make a check because there's no way of knowing.
Dang it.
There's no way of knowing one way or the
Well,
other,
I sure have
whether
something
it's
to do
something
with
he's
this.
made, whether it's a power he has, whether it's a
Can I roll for
object.
intuition?
I'm assuming that the weapon that he's using somehow involves the crystals that he's been creating.
Possibly.
I'll take another
don't
crack
know.
at breaking that door.
I've been
Assuming you can get to it.
Yeah, with
Well,
that,
yeah. Kind of in trouble now.
Say I'm going to pay my sister
Wait a
visit.
second. Makoto has an amulet that stops people from scrying on her, right?
On her.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I can duplicate magic item.
To a degree, yeah.
Yeah.
It also
I'm
takes
gonna-
up an attunement slot.
It does,
does.
but for the time
Yeah, you
being,
got
I
five
don't
of
think-
those.
I'm gonna look
See,
into that. You guys listen to the rest of the stories.
Well, you're going to want to listen to this one too, especially
listening
since
to
you're the
it.
note taker.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Ryan's already got
relying
like
on you.
a page and a half.
Yep.
2 pages.
Don't worry,
He's
you'll
got
be a
2
note
pages.
taker next time.
Got it.
And so, the second story begins.
Cool. I just want to get the viral.
Episode 2, baby.
The story of the creation of the gods.
Okay, we'll have a little bit of that viral.
That's not bad.
That is them. Is this yours?
Yes.
It's mine now.
In the beginning,
That was the word. Oh.
there was the light
Damn it. I was so close.
and the dark. 2 primordial entities, constantly at war. The manifestations of potential. The potential for good and the potential for evil. And from that conflict came everything that you know. Within each and every creature, fragments of the light and the dark exist. And that is where all power known to man originates. Your ability to weave magic, the skills that you hone of a supernatural variety. All of it from those fragments. And the one that you draw power from itself grows in power. The first world created was known as Khmer.
Come where?
Khmer.
Come here.
Khmer. There were 3 races that walked the surface. Humans, dragons, and fae. And the humans in this world could not wield magic in any form. That skill was reserved for the fae and the fae alone. Centuries passed of this world. Humans working on the surface, multiplying. The fae being the guardians of all things magical, and the dragons being the caretakers of the world itself. Until an emissary of the dark came to stand beside the Fae Queen. The singular Fae Queen. This emissary whispered to her, convinced her. The Fae were superior to humanity.
Freaking Sauron over here.
Fae Queen Eve?
The Fae deserved better than to share a world with the brutes of humanity. The Fae would be better off if they were able to separate. And so a plan was enacted. In most realms, most planescapes, the Feywild and the Shadowfell are echoes of the material plane, overlapping with it. And such was the case here, until the Fae Queen tore her realm away, resulting in an event known as the Shattering. The Shattering caused the barriers between worlds to fragment. It caused rifts in the walls of reality and the most potent form of raw magic to leak through. It resulted in a worldwide calamity. On one continent, there was a tribe in the desert. The leader of this tribe was headstrong and prideful. And he believed that in order to quell the Shattering, a sacrifice was required. And so he and the other elders of the tribe took a young girl and threw her into one of the rifts. Her screams could be heard the world over, as Zahira, the lost girl, one that you know as one of the Forsaken, came into being. A pulse of energy rippled across the surface of the world, and on the exact opposite side, a council meeting was being held. In attendance, Miranova, the Queen of the Dragons, Saravas, her husband, the King of the human realm,
Told you they were a thing.
and many other leaders. Saravas' sisters, Chimera and Yinzi, Ku Kanal, the Silver Prince, all of them collected, trying to solve the problems, trying to decide what to do about the Shattering. And as Zahira's screams reached the palace, and the energy wave that followed, a massive rift opened in the center of the room, transforming the mortals within. The gods of Arklands did not start as gods. They were nothing more than people. And it was only during the shattering that they gained such power. Those outside the room, waiting, included the king's advisor, Saravas and Miranova's daughter, and a few others that you recognize as the spirits. The ancestors and the Forsaken all gathered in one room. They spent years wielding their power, but realized that even that was not enough. Until they split into factions. One that believed the old world could be saved. One that believed that the people within it were more important. These are the factions that became known as the Forsaken and the Ancestors. The Ancestors saw that there was no saving the old world, but they could save those that lived within it. And Miranova created a safe haven, an ark to take them through this calamity, an entire new world. She created Arklands and opened doorways all over to allow the people through. You also see shards, remnants of the barrier that once existed between the material plane and the Feywild. The very edge of the entire planescape is known as the Blue Veil. It is what separates the Astral Sea from the raw elemental energy of the light and the dark. The veil that separates the inner planes from the outer planes is known as the Red Veil. And the veil that once separated the material plane from its echoes of the Feywild and the Shadowfell was once known as the Green Veil. And as shards of that rained down, it became known by a different name. Residuum.
Oh, that shit's powerful. Okay, cool. Good to know.
And as the old world shattered completely, continents, land masses clung to these massive shards, the remnants of the Green Veil, like iron filings on a magnet. And with the Feywild pulled away, the Shadowfell merged with the material plane, creating what is now known as the Shattered Realm. And that raw elemental energy that poured through is still present in some places within. But that is the story of the creation of the gods.
So, Keen, are you planning on making another world-ending event in order to become a deity?
I don't think that's necessary.
It sounds like you just need to talk to a lost girl.
Well, the Lost Girl didn't exactly have a choice in the matter.
Responsible for it. It sounds more like the raw power within the Shadowfell, the Shattered Realm, is possibly harnessing power enough to make one immortal.
Ooh, I thought it was because the
Yes.
Lost Girls screams, but
No.
I guess that was caused.
No,
by-
it was more like she was the spark that set off.
Gotcha.
A chain reaction.
Yeah.
But you
She
know what this
lit the
also
residual.
means?
So the Lost Girls, like Aphrodite, in the
Lost
sense like the
Girl.
first quote unquote god.
The meeting, the old world was round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Arklands is not.
Interesting, because
I
it's
said
a
enough
boat.
of this. Enough of this
Kind of-
spear nonsense.
Yo!
Yeah.
He likes boats too. You're living on a boat.
That's true.
All of our
Idar has always been living in his own personal hell. He just hasn't known it.
It is.
It is at that moment that Idar's eyes go really wide, his pupils dilate, and he just goes, "Oh no."
How long until our boat sinks?
Oh,
It is
no.
a ship upon the astral sea.
Until what was his name? Severus.
Cerebas.
Severus.
Hey, can we start a new
So Cerebos gets
group,
back here.
boat-shaped Earth?
Hang on.
Yeah.
I need to think.
Yep.
So, the Shadowfell, which was the initial original world.
No. The Shadowfell.
What is Shadowfell?
So, in most worlds, you have the material plane.
Right.
And the Feywild is an echo of the material plane.
Okay.
If you have a waterfall in the material plane, there's going to be a waterfall in the same place in the Feywild, but maybe it's a waterfall of pure light and rainbows.
Oh,
It's magic and everything turned up to 11
okay.
as a reflection.
Okay. Of the
The
material.
Shadowfell is also a reflection, but in the opposite direction.
Dark.
So where the Feywild might have a waterfall, and it's not good and evil per se,
Right.
Because you can have good and evil Fey, you can
Yeah.
have, but it's reflections in opposite directions.
Okay.
Someone
If-
dimmed the light.
Yeah, it's Feywild is turning it up to 11, and Shadowfell is somehow turning it to negative 11.
Okay.
Where if you have a waterfall here, you could have a crystalline, prismatic waterfall in the Feywild, and a waterfall of blood flowing from a mountain shaped like a skull in the Shadowfell.
Got it.
So Mordor, essentially.
You're not
Cool.
entirely wrong.
But not evil. Got it.
Yeah.
It's not inherently evil, it is just inherently dark.
Right.
You just are very much typecast as an evil person.
And
Because it's, again, like...
Well, I
if
don't
you-
know about. I think
if you're-
skulls-
Hang on.
I think
hang
a
on.
skull-shaped mountain with a blood waterfall from it. That sounds pretty evil to me.
'Cause-
I don't know about you guys.
Now,
It's aesthetic.
And an important thing, though, is, for instance, how many of you are aware of Curse of Strahd? It is a
I have
adventure
a
module
vague
that is
recollection of
old
playing
school
it
D and D. Curse of Strahd is very famous. He's one of the most iconic D&D villains. He is a vampire in his kingdom of Barovia. Barovia is a domain of dread.
Okay.
He is trapped there. The Shadowfell is also a prison
Okay.
for the most evil people in history,
Got it.
beings in history.
Right.
As far as like the skull and blood waterfall, it's not inherently evil. Death is not inherently evil concept. It's the desire to cause death and bloodshed
The
and all
intent.
that is what
The
is
intent
considered
behind it.
evil.
Yep.
So,
So
to,
It's
to
just
read,
looting vibes.
So it's right for us to be
but not
freaked out
much.
by it, but it doesn't mean it's gonna turn us to a skull with blood.
the Shadowfell is essentially the shadow of the material
Right.
plane.
I got that.
Yeah.
So so it's essentially 3 parts, and when the one part was ripped away, you had the material and the shadow ended up merging.
Yes.
Okay. Residuum is residual. I see what you did there.
Well,
From
what Matt Mercer did.
the green veil.
The Green Veil is what separated the material plane from the Shadowfell and the Feywild, prevented them, even though they were overlapping the same space, prevented them from merging before.
Okay.
The same way that like the ethereal plane overlaps.
Ah,
That's
I
the
got
exact same
you.
thing. Yeah.
I got you.
Um,
Arklands isn't the real material plane.
no, it's not.
Nope.
Which is why the Feywild is so hard to get to.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I have been waiting for this lore drop for literal years.
Damn it, now I want to fix it.
So essentially, Mira knows like
We'll
Noah,
try and play repairman.
who died on the
with
boat,
this?
and the boat's
I
still
hope
sailing
you have
around.
enough
Yes.
duct tape.
Because so does the
degree.
Very,
Shadow
very
King.
poor. Yeah.
The Shadow King, well, you're about to get his story.
Yeah.
But also, just for
this is gonna be a
clarification,
tragedy.
I'm just going to read the entry of the Shadowfell from the DM's guide. The Shadowfell, also called the Plane of Shadow, is a dimension of black, gray, and white, where most other color has been leached from everything. It is a place of darkness that hates the light, where the sky is a black vault with neither sun nor stars. Shadowfell overlaps the material plane in much the same way as the Feywild. Aside from the colorless landscape, it appears similar to the material plane. Landmarks on the material plane are recognizable in the Shadowfell, but they are twisted and warped, distorted reflections of what exists on the material. Where a mountain stands on the material plane, the corresponding feature on the Shadowfell is a jagged rock outcropping with a resemblance to a skull, a heap of rubble, or perhaps the crumbling ruin of a once great castle. The forest on the Shadowfell is dark and twisted, its branches reaching out to snare travelers' cloaks, and its roots coiling and buckling to trip those who pass by.
Okay.
Don't like that.
It is essentially the realm of, that is where energy that creates undeath comes from.
Okay.
A little bit. Shadow dragons and undead creatures haunt this bleak plane, as do other creatures that thrive in the gloom, including cloakers and dark mantles.
Need a paladin.
Pretty much.
Unfortunately, we do not have one
No.
of those in stock.
We have
we
an
have a cleric.
ex-paladin. No, you were never a paladin. You were just another cleric.
No, I was just I just like to hit things.
So the energy of
used to
ripping
box.
away the
thinking
Feywild was what gave the gods their current powers.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, technically it happened like 2 decades after it was initially broken away.
Okay.
But it's like, imagine just taking, if you have a window and you just like use suction or a vacuum to just take a chunk out, and the cracks that spread along
Got it.
released energy into the material plane, which transformed the gods.
Okay.
Oh,
So it
right
wasn't
place, right time
exactly
type deal.
that. It was exposure to essentially magic radiation.
Okay.
Right place,
How do
right
we-
time situation.
How do we get a hold of that kind of energy?
Shadow Realm.
Stop. Gonna send you into the Shadow Realm to drink it.
She probably is
Suck
going to
some.
go.
Suck some
I think we're all
immortality.
going
out.
to go at some point.
Well, the thing is, Keen, already having a mote of immortality within herself given to her by Eroi, could, if exposed to whatever remnants of energies exist within the Shattered Realm, grow that into her own immortality.
Oh, hey, when you get done, can you give Einar some? So Einar can become a god?
I'm not sure that's the wisest idea in the world.
Oh, it's not, but it's gonna be fun.
Maybe appreciate your mortality first.
He wants to
He's
become a
already
god.
died twice.
He hasn't learned his lesson yet.
No, he has
I
not.
never learned lessons.
I learned not to touch non-life barriers. Lesson learned. Anti-life. There you
Let's wait until we come across another one of those before we determine whether or not you actually learned from that experience.
This is true.
Because,
That's
you
true.
know,
I'll be willing to prove it.
I've just got to make sure I'm stocked up on diamonds.
Yeah.
Indeed. And so, we enter into the final story.
Time for the bad boy.
The story of the Shadow King.
We're going to start when he was a wee little shadow bab.
You're not technically wrong.
Technically an unshadow bab, but yes.
Well, we don't. Well, maybe. Who knows?
That's true. We haven't
Maybe.
heard the story yet.
Yeah. It could be foreshadowing in his life throughout his whole
But-
life, and he just never knew it.
Before we get to that, we are going to take a short break.
Oh, rats.
Welcome back. As we hear the story of Cerovas, the Shadow King. Long, long ago, in the world of Comer, the kingdom of Celius, a king and queen celebrated the birth of their son, who they named Seravas. The boy was privileged, but kind-hearted. And it was when he was very young, he had no idea the life that was before him. Seravas was an inquisitive child and spent a lot of time in the library. In this library, he met someone, a young girl who had snuck in through a back door and a window. A young girl named Akela. And any of you can make a flat intelligence check if you'd like to.
I'm gonna roll.
I tend to be good with these. Not this one.
Wait, with ooh! I still want my guidance though.
You will not get guidance.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Flat what check?
Intelligence.
a 19.
You would not make one.
Me?
Yeah.
16.
16.
19.
Die.
3. You remember back when you retrieved Makoto's name, the code that you retrieved from the story in order to open the final lock on the door from the story of the rook, the raven, and the crow. You pieced together a word. Akela.
Interesting.
That is the name of this young girl that Seravas befriended. They spent hours and hours in that library, reading stories and playing games together. They were best friends as children. As Seravas grew up, she continued her visits. But there was one defining moment that changed Seravas's life. Witnessing the Queen of Dragons herself, an immensely powerful being known as Miranova. Her scales an iridescent, ever-shifting color, her size greater than any dragon that existed on the face of the earth. There was no one like her. And the day that Seravas got to witness her flight over the palace, he knew it was going to be his goal to meet her one day.
He'll do more than just that, right, lads?
Time went on, and one day Akela showed up with a few bruises.
Uh-oh.
Seravas did not let her leave until she told him the truth. Her mother, well,
Wench.
the woman who had taken her in,
I appreciate that you use that. That's good.
a stern woman known as Hikotsu, had found out about her visits and had punished her for it. When Seravas's mother, the queen, heard of this, she immediately sent a troop of guards to that house. And the royal family adopted Akela, who decided to choose a new name for herself. Yinzi.
All right, there you go.
Aw. Very nice.
Yinzi and Seravas spent years, still the best of friends, brother and sister, as The king and the queen watched over them. There was happiness. But as Saravas reached maturity, he knew he needed to find his own way in the world. He was not happy being nothing more than the prince. So he set out. And he found an island where a religious rebellion of sorts was happening. Now most in the kingdom worshipped the light. But here, there was a woman, a priestess, that was essentially sending people to their deaths, saying that it was all in the name of the light, that their sacrifices would be honored. Saravas put a stop to it, staking his name on the truth of what the light was. It was all that was good in the world, and he would not stand by and allow such evil to occur. Saravas was headstrong and stubborn and prone to outburst, but he did have a good heart, and he proved that. Years later, he found himself in the palace garden when he met a woman.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
Draped in a purple dress. And he fell for her immediately. He watched from the side as she spoke to his parents, the king and the queen, and he was enamored. He spent the next year showing up with gift after gift for her as he courted the Queen of the Dragons. Miranova never denied his advances, nor did she accept them. She believed that a mortal such as himself and a dragon, no, none less than the Queen of the Dragons, she felt that if she were to humor him or attempt what he wanted, it would end in nothing more than heartbreak. But she didn't have the heart to tell him to stop either. But Saravas's attention was pulled away due to the beginnings of an uprising in his kingdom. His father, hearing of a treasure of the Fae, had sent soldiers into the most dangerous part of the mountains, where beasts and monsters of all kind lived, in order to seek out the truth of a rumor. A rumor that, it turned out, was false to begin with. One of the leaders of this troop of soldiers died, along with many others. And that leader's daughter was not happy that her father's life had been so unceremoniously snuffed out for nothing more than...
Got it.
I heard snuffed out and decided to fall asleep.
Say good night.
I'm going to pause real quick.
Yep, I think it decided it wants to sleep.
I say good night.
That's what I said. I'm done for the day. Clocking out.
This chair is very squeaky.
Yes, it is.
Quite.
Be back.
Has many a button.
Back.
You back? All right.
I ran out of space, so I wrote Captain's daughter mad. Is that about right?
That's about right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
How many pages of notes do you have?
Like 4 at this point,
Good.
if not 5. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Page 5.
This daughter, Aznurim.
Bless you. What?
Aznurim. Aznurim. Started a coup. And Saravas and his parents were forced to leave. They fled to a neighboring kingdom that they were allied with, where a man known as the Fisher King ruled. They sought out his wisdom, and he spoke with Saravas and told him that there was a weapon that belonged to an archfey that lived deep in the forest. This weapon would mean that he could challenge Aznurim in single combat, for if he wielded it, the army she had raised would not stand against him. Only she, at the heart of conviction, would dare. And so Saravas left. He was guided by a woodsman, the protector of that forest, a man named Hanar. And taken to this Fae. This woman proposed a game. Her spear was the weapon the Fisher King had advised Saravas to find. But she would not give it up without a bargain.
I'll come to bargain.
A little bit, yeah. They played a game of chance. Rolling dice.
They played D&D?
6.
But she required that he put something at risk as well. The first thing she asked him to bargain was a peaceful death. And he did. And he lost. The second that she asked for was the heart that belonged to him. And he did. And he lost. The third was the will to fight. And he knew that if he lost this time, he could go no further. But he had not come this far to stop now. So he bargained, and finally, he won. He kept his courage and resolve, and he won her spear. This Fae, the Archfey of the Shadows, infused the spear with her own power, but the spear was now his. And so, he marched back into the capital city of Celius. And the army Aznurim had raised parted for him, none of them wishing to face the spear that he wielded, until he came face to face with Aznurim. And he challenged her. If she won, if she killed him, they would cede the throne and the kingdom. But if he won, the coup, the rebellion, would end. They fought, and it was a hard-fought battle. But Saravas won. And instead of striking her down, Saravas offered her his hand, picked her up off the ground. She was not wrong in her conviction. What his father had done was not right. And he could never, ever replace him. But together, they could do better. She earned his loyalty that day. And she too was adopted by the royal family and took on the name Kiera.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah, saw that one going. That was good.
Interacted with both of them.
They are his sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also the two that you spent the most time in.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
I wonder if they'd help us.
No.
I'm not going back to that death trap of chimeras.
We are way stronger than what we were.
You're
Did
actually
I-
stronger than the level that you're supposed to be at for that.
Exactly.
Did I stutter?
It's a fair point.
No.
Was.
You are not strong enough emotionally to go
That
through
is very
again.
much Rissa's state of being right now.
I want every ally we can get. Continue.
It was not long before Saravas's father ceded the throne. And Saravas was left with quite a few messes to clean up. The kingdom was in a state of turmoil, even with Yinzi and Kiera by his side, helping him. He was overwhelmed. But he had a thought. And he once more sought out the Queen of the Dragons. He had pursued her many times before, out of love and affection, and none of that had faded. But he also knew that if there was anyone who he trusted the wisdom of, who he trusted the advice of, if there was anyone he wanted by his side,
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's gonna keep happening because my computer's died. What? What? Oh, okay, never mind. My computer came back. My computer died just enough for it to not keep the camera
is it not plugged in?
No, it is. My computer freaked out for a second.
Got it.
I couldn't even
Mini
see
panic
like,
attack.
the icons for apps
Yes.
and stuff.
Why is it doing this in the most important one?
Because it knows.
It's to break the tension.
It's like a printer.
It
It
knows-
smells fear.
It smells fear, and it realizes that
is a
I
true
know I
statement.
hate that kind of stuff.
It smells fear, and it smells like you need to learn or do something. And it's like, oh, you need me? Psh.
Yep,
We good?
I think so. It
Okay.
looks like it's working again. So, man, technology, man, it ain't
Yeah.
my friend.
But Saravas came to her one last time. And she saw how he had grown. And she said yes. The Shadow King and the Queen of the Dragons were wed.
Now, good for them.
Wow.
Many dragons considered this the death of their queen.
Mm.
One who would lower herself to such a place to wed a mortal man. But following their marriage was a period of prosperity. The kingdom flourished, and despite the misgivings of some, they thrived. Until they heard whispers that the Fey Queen had a new advisor.
Oh, Grima Wormtongue.
You would have me crawling on all fours like a beast.
Why do you lay these troubles on your already troubled mind?
While we're jesting, all I could think of was she saw how he had grown, and I was like, Annie? Star Wars. Anakin. Anyways.
No.
Not really, because he was already an adult when he started courting her.
No.
It was more so maturity.
Yes.
I mean, it's a funny analogy.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
That was just for humor. That was not to make any logical sense. It was just for humor.
But Saravas attempted to have a meeting with the Fey Queen, but he was unable to convince her that the devil on her shoulder, as it were, was one with ill intent. And he was not able to prevent what came next. As the sky above them shattered, the kingdom, the world, was sent into turmoil. But this turmoil was not overnight. The shattering did not happen in an instant. It instead took decades. And after years spent hopeless, a moment came that gave Saravas new resolve, as he found that Miranova was carrying their child. Driven with a new source of hope, he would not allow his daughter, he would not allow her life to end before it had even begun. And so he redoubled his efforts, and they were able to stave off the worst effects for many years. Enough for Mayurin to grow to
How do you spell that?
Mayurin
And she's one of the...
spirits.
Okay.
That is the moon spirit.
The what?
Indeed.
The moon
moon.
spirit.
Moon.
Yep.
They saw their daughter grow and even get married. But while they abated the shattering, they could not stop it. And so they called a meeting, gathering every king that they knew, every leader. He gathered the protector of the forest that had guided him so many years before. He gathered the assistant to the Fae that had granted him his spear, his sisters, the Fisher King's son, all of them. And he was determined to devise a way to save their people. And as the air before them tore open, and energy, the raw primordial magic beyond the world itself, poured through, they were transformed. Saravas, the god of shadows, protection, and leadership, he would stand, and all those in his shadow would be protected, as he took whatever came to face them. Soon, two factions formed, as you heard once before. One led by Miranova and Saravas, the other by Maithrin, the Strife Weaver. The ancestors, one by one, siphoned regions from the world of Comer to create their ancestral planes, until it was only Saravas, his sisters, and Miranova. And he demanded that each of them did the same. For if they couldn't save anyone else, he insisted that at least they would survive. But that gave Miranova an idea. Already being a dragon, the queen of the dragons, the power that had been granted to her by the event that turned them all into deities, was far greater than the others, and she used that power to create a safe haven, to create the world of Arklands. And Seravos stood, Miranova on the other side, as he held the doors open, so that as many people as possible could pour through into this new world. And he held those doors for as long as he possibly could, straining with every mote of magic available to him, until they shut. And as they did, and the shattering itself completed, the world began to merge with the Shadowfell. And Seravos was corrupted, twisted, and turned into someone almost unrecognizable.
Except I recognize him.
Well, you wouldn't recognize his, if you'd known him before, who he is now is...
But a shadow of his former self.
Not even that, because he's just as powerful, but he went through a complete alignment shift. From lawful good to chaotic evil.
Sounds about right.
However, Varro, the new Shadow King, who he was had changed, but there are some things about a person that never can.
That's what I want to hear.
And as a result, the world of Arklands was left alone, for he knew it was the realm of his wife. Until he discovered that she had been slain. That she had gone beyond what had happened to most of the gods, and her heart itself was gone. At this point, the ire, the wrath, the fury that he had contained for so long out of the remnants of love for his wife poured forth. It would have spelled destruction for all of Arklands. Had three deities not come together: Amar, the Arid King; Kina, the Arcsmith; and, of course, Kassala, the Hollow King, one of the Forsaken. With Kina forging chains that could bind him, Kassala draining his strength, and Amar conducting a powerful ritual, they were able to bind the Shadow King within the Shattered Realm, the existence of which was hidden from the world at large. Until the turn of the 10th Age. Following the Age of Rebellion, there was a period of reconstruction and exploration, and an expedition into the Astral Sea stumbled across the remnants of the old world. Amar knew that if people were to discover the truth of what was left there, they would attempt what he believed to be impossible. If people knew who Ceravas was, it wouldn't matter who he is, and they would attempt to save him. And Amar did not think that would be possible. He and others had tried for millennia. But with the Shadowfell entwined with the material plane, they were limited, and there were no solutions they could find. So Amar sought to ensure that no one would attempt such a thing, and removed the memory of Ceravas from the entirety of the world itself, even from the minds of his sisters. And so Ceravas, Varro, the Shadow King, has sat in his prison as a result. Doing everything he can to destroy the world that his wife had died for it had no value to him without her in it. And that is the story of the Shadow King.
What do we do, guys? But hey, I was right. It was Amar erased the memory.
Yes, you are.
Amar did it for goodly reasons.
He believed it.
The
Yeah, he
path to
believed
hell's
good,
paved
but
with
you-
good intentions, my
Yep.
friend.
But the thing is, we're gonna ignore him anyway.
Well,
To be fair, he was absolutely right, and
was
you guys are
absolutely
proof of
right.
that.
Yes. And you know, when all this is said and done, I was gonna have to be like, you know what, Amar, you were 100% right. You know, people would 100% do this. However, I was also 100% right. We got him back. Peace.
Yeah.
But yeah. Discussion, guys. Let's have a little round table here. What do we do?
As your bodies
No, don't take me away yet. We need discussion.
begin to stir, and your minds are returned to them, the vault of dreams
Conversations
closes.
right on.
and the books vanish, spirited away to new locations where they are hidden.
It's like a scavenger hunt.
It's the worst possible scavenger hunt I can think of.
That's
Find it all,
literally
go find
what the
again.
past how many sessions has been?
Yeah.
At least 18.
Mine was just handed to me. I don't
Or
know
no,
what you guys are talking
I think it was 16.
Shut up, Dean.
But there you stand, once more in the material plane.
Perception check.
Go for it.
I think that's a 16. I think my perception.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Is there any
Passive.
immediate threat within
26.
our vicinity? Has anything appeared that wasn't there before we left?
I mean, Ignis has moved.
Well,
He's now on the
yes.
ridge looking over. But other than that, no.
Okay, cool.
First is gonna kind of wave and then rub his head because he hit it when he fell.
Yes. Well, did you all get your answers out of that?
Yes and no. I have more questions than answers, but I guess I sort of got an answer.
Did you get yours?
I think so. I know what to do next. You few, on the other hand, are you sure this even leads you where you want to go?
Leads us where we have to go. I don't think we have a choice. We're really the only ones who know about this. We may potentially be the only ones who can stop it.
We have two threats. Varro and Saravina Mavers.
Well, they sort of seem to coincide with each other.
Hey,
Let me get this straight.
Can you roll me a wisdom save?
Yep.
Here we
That's
go.
why I said it now. And I'm not saying it again.
Please do well.
No.
That's 7.
Makoto,
Yeah.
telepathic bond.
Do you want her to ritual cast it or just cast it?
Cast.
All right. Let me pull up her character
What
sheet.
spell slots?
Yeah, I don't think we're
I
gonna.
need to check and see what spell slot she has left.
I don't think we're gonna be able to sit there and not talk to each other about this.
Yeah, for 10 minutes while she
For 10
past,
minutes, yeah.
Pacing.
Ray hasn't moved.
She doesn't have the spell slots for it.
Oh, that's a shame.
She can't. Really?
She used both 5th level and everything above that during the fight.
Okay.
Oh well, that's a shame.
She can ritual cast it.
She can.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, we'll wait 10 minutes.
Or do we?
I don't know. That's up to you. Do you want to wait?
What was the thing that...
Trey's probably gonna set a 10-minute timer and make
No.
us wait that out.
Oh, so
But
Chris is going to carve
okay.
something.
Passive perceptions.
Saravina,
26.
What
I
do you-
know you're watching. Why don't you come here?
Don't summon the man.
I think I have a better idea. As you see, a portal open behind Einar and draw him in before immediately closing.
Can I fight that?
Nope. When you cast this spell, you can speak the name of a specific creature. If that creature is on a plane other than the one you are on, the portal opens in the named creature's immediate vicinity and draws the creature through it to the nearest unoccupied space on your side of the portal. You gain no special power over the creature, and it is free to act as the GM deems appropriate. It might leave, attack you, or help you. And Gate being a concentration spell means that it can be ended at the user's will.
Misty Step is a reaction.
No, it's not. It's a
Yeah, it
bonus
is.
action.
No, I want to use it.
Were you trying to lie to me?
Hey,
I was gonna say, have I been using Misty Step wrong this whole time?
so
I thought it was a reaction.
I
Einar,
yeah.
you see before you a familiar green dragon.
I drew this once.
What's up, Mavericks?
Not this yet. We're almost there.
I need you to roll initiative.
All right. I don't like this.
No one here has.
I will say-
teleportation spell?
Guidance.
There is something
get that.
different about him.
Gee, I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, he
As you
might
see-
have another mark. Maybe.
No, but you do see one. But what you also see is a crystalline shard
That's what I was afraid of.
jutting out of his chest. As his green scales have taken on a darkened tint. And Mavris, the Prowler, is now a shadow dragon.
Oh, interesting.
Wonderful.
That kind of
He
makes
done did it.
no.
He diddly done darn it.
I used all of my high level spell slots to heal you, dumb.
So, what'd you get on initiative?
I got an 18. I cannot. Ooh, wait a minute.
You got a 10. So, you go first.
Oh, sweet.
Sweet. Let me check.
Chris is literally
something.
looking at Ray, Makoto, Keen, anything?
Makoto's got nothing she can do.
Ignis,
How
quickly can you get me to the realm of the gods?
does divine intervention work?
You use an action,
Yes.
and honestly, the time it takes for him to do his turn is how long it took you to ask that question.
I
So I'm
love
going to
that.
say roll initiative as well.
No, it's lower.
No, I know, but what is it?
8.
8. So he goes, then Mavris, then you.
Okay.
So that is how we're gonna do this. You use an action, you make a request, and you roll a d100.
So
And
Potentially-
to be clear, I flip it around. Typically, it would be you're level 11 right now, right?
12, I think.
Yep, 12.
Yeah, we're 12.
12? Cool. So that means typically with the rules as written, you would have to roll a d100 and roll between a 1 and a 12. I flip it where it's the high number is what you want.
Okay.
So anywhere between 100
And,
and 89.
Also,
88.
quick
88.
thing.
89 because it includes 100.
Ooh.
Okay.
We've done the math.
We need an 8 and a 9.
Yeah. So
Good luck.
roll first, and as you know, make your request first
Oh, shoot.
and see if you succeed. You are attempting to draw on this is your action, and if it succeeds, you can't do it again for 7 days. If it fails, you can't do it again for 24 hours.
The portal is Amar's crown.
No, it's Yinzi's crown.
That's what I was hoping.
He's only got one mark, right?
As far as you can see, yes.
That's right. What's the
As
other
far
one?
as
It's
I
like-
can see. I hate when you say that because I'm looking at him.
It could be a trans.
Make a
stamp.
perception check. What'd you just say?
Nothing.
What? Stop.
Natural
Natural 20.
Nice.
I will say with a natural 20,
to roll in
he
Ryan's
only has
face.
one mark.
God,
Cool.
I would have traded
Hey,
that nat 20
what
for
did you
100
say
though.
earlier about he needed multiple to be able to...
I said that there is no guarantee one way or the other, but there's a possibility that if he has 2, that would be
Yeah.
enough.
It's like increased odds.
2.
Mm-hmm.
If he has 1,
Yep.
what are the odds that if Varro can bring him to himself, that Varro can send his little minions that he just showed me to beat the shit out of Saravina?
That's a good point.
Hey, it's your divine intervention. Intervene how you will. Or request how you will.
Is there a word limit or anything?
It is a request.
It is a request.
You are making a request of your deity.
Senpai?
A plead.
Varro, help me beat the shit out of this fucker.
Good lord.
Behind!
That is a.
That is a 2.
That's a 2.
Inspiration.
She does have inspiration.
Yo, you're using it.
I will.
It's
A 2.
it's a less than it's like a 10%.
It's a 10% chance. And like, there's an
12%
equal.
technically.
It's not. It is 12%.
Why did you have to flip it, Trey?
Because high number mean good.
Yes. That's his
But that
system.
would have worked.
It would have, but it's also possible that you could have rolled a 92 and would have been upset that I wasn't using that one. It's
Yeah.
equal chance either way.
It
I was
is.
gonna
That's
say.
true.
All right.
A
go for
92,
it.
like, you're going to be more disappointed that a 92 doesn't get you something than a 2 doesn't get you something.
Yep.
That's why I do it that way.
If he hadn't explained that system and you rolled a 2, I would have been heckin' scared.
Do I also have inspiration stocked up? I don't have my character.
I'm
sheet.
only allowing her to use it because that is a special form of inspiration.
Okay. It's a 70.
No. It is a rare ability that is powerful, but there's
I gotta pull the character sheet.
so you ask, but
Good shot. Good shot.
you feel a barrier between yourself and the Shadow King. As you see that you have arrived in a ritual circle.
All right, cool.
That is my. I'm going to. Yeah. If he had succeeded, it would have worked.
I know.
Bonus action. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon behind what's his face
Behind Mavris.
behind Mavris.
All right.
And I'm going to do what I can to get out of that circle.
You
Is there any way I can move out of that?
come up against you find your feet planted. You are your movement speed is currently 0.
I don't have any teleport spells, and it's annoying. I have something else I can try and do. I'm gonna obviously attack him.
Yep,
with
go for it.
Natural 20.
Okay. Very nice.
So that is immediately, because I cast it at 4th level,
Okay.
which is 2d8 plus 5, so that's immediately...
That's 16,
21.
21 plus 2d8.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have my dice tray on my lap.
Yeah, go for it.
Trey, why do you do this to me? I'm not ready.
Oh, he did roll a 15, because I forgot that he has an additional plus 5 bonus to initiative.
Alright, that's another 8.
Alright, so that is 29 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I don't think there's anything else I can do because that was my bonus action. My action was yeah, and I have no movement. So can I ask that my
It's okay
I have
to
a
cry.
free action to summon the wimp?
Did you dispel it before? Would you have
Would I have dispelled it like at the end of the fight with what's his face? Yeah, I wouldn't go through the whole like.
Unless I wouldn't have stood next to it.
I wouldn't have gone through the whole waiting period of like chilling.
Okay, that's
healing
fair.
Up
So
before.
then, no, unfortunately. Yep.
I should have lied and said yes.
No, I appreciate your honesty, though.
Can I have an inspiration for the honesty? Give me something here, Trey.
I'm
locked away!
I'm gonna say this. If I thought it would make a difference, I might.
Yep.
That's so cruel. You're gonna take it from me.
I need to get in there.
Harold, come out.
I will say you can do that as a free action.
Cool.
You do have the herald behind you.
Cool. Harold, do whatever you can.
Unfortunately, the 29 damage is halved to 14. Because he is resistant to force damage.
He's resistant to force damage. Ooh.
As a shadow dragon, he is resistant to all damage that is not psychic or radiant.
Oh, thanks for letting me. Oh,
I don't know why you're looking at me. I'm not
You guys
guessing.
would know that.
That's
You've
cool.
done
I
research
did
on shadow dragons
a
before.
D4.
Okay, cool. Because
Yeah.
I mean, my saving throws, although I know he would pass them, if they do work, they do damage.
Yep.
They do goodly.
So,
I already used my charge.
All right.
he is going to, on his turn, make his way over to you and attempt a grapple check.
All right. Cool.
This is what you drew.
Ha! Cool. I didn't think I'd actually be in the session that would happen in.
All right. Contested grapple check.
I don't think a lot of
Yep.
us did.
Oh, he's probably got good strength.
He's a traitor.
Ooh, that's nice.
You did not roll well, though.
That is a 22.
That's a 10, because he rolled a 2.
Wow.
Hunter says,
There is a adrenaline. It is pumping
Yo, the
through.
image. The
Yes,
image.
that is what this is. That is
Yeah.
what this is.
About, yeah.
This is the image.
And
It's
you
going down, guys.
said no.
I did. He grabbed my arm, and the shadow saves me.
And you are just, with the herald with you, you are just pushing back. He has a second attack, so he's going to use it.
Damn it.
"Ain't that
Wait, I
just the
thought.
way?"
Isn't that a separate
It replaces
action?
an attack if you are making a grapple check.
Oh, I didn't
It says
know
that rules is written.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I love
Yep.
So he's making
getting
another grapple check or just an
Yes,
attack?
he's making another grapple check.
All right.
Oh.
That's not good.
What'd you roll?
He gonna
There's a
get
12.
He rolled a 21.
grappled.
And so he grasps your arm in a very familiar image.
I was having flashbacks. He's gonna look Saravina in the eye and say, "This is the biggest mistake you will ever make."
A pity you won't be around to see the rest of it.
Einar is going to, just before, because I know the mark's about to be taken from him, but just before the mark gets taken from him, he's going to envelop himself entirely in the darkness.
As you watch the mark expand across your skin. And this is going to be a contest.
Yep.
Your wisdom save versus his wisdom save. No, versus he's going to make a spellcasting check contested by your wisdom save.
Okay.
And
Slipper's mark?
it is
Does anyone have inspiration?
This is going to be the same rules that
don't
we've
know if I
used
can
for arm wrestles before.
That's right.
Okay.
So 1 success puts you 1.
1 notch.
1 degree
notch.
towards the ground. Yeah.
A critical
2
success
notches
is 2. 3 successes.
3. Okay,
but
3
if
successes.
at each time one of you succeeds, that is a notch. I am rolling out in the
All right.
open.
Should I pull up the camera and we'll just roll right there?
Yeah, sure.
Will you be able to see the
All right.
numbers?
Yes, I will be able to see the dice rolls. More or less.
And for the record, he is making a spell casting check, not a spell casting attack,
Okay. Interesting.
which means it is a +9 as opposed to a +18.
Oh, thanks, Trey. DM showing me a little bit of love.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
What is your wisdom save?
It's a plus 10, so that's a 13.
Cool. So that's a 13 plus 9,
Yeah, so that's
which is
one
a 22. So he succeeds once.
Fail. Yep.
As you see the dark energy being drawn from your skin,
Yo, I'm getting
retracting.
major Avatar vibes here.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh,
He's taking your bending away.
wait. If I succeed against him, can I take his?
You can attempt. We'll see if you get there. 6.
Come on!
As it gets drawn more, the mark is now nothing more than the original sigil on your hand. What could possibly be the last one.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I just want to. I want to see if there's anything I can do because I don't want to lose this. I already used that. I don't think there is anything I can do. All right, you first.
Golly, he's going low.
What the heck? It gave me two nat 20s and a 19, and now it's when it matters, it's all below a freaking. What was the highest roll I had? A 6.
Yeah, all below 7.
I do have inspiration. Can I
Please.
give that?
You can. I will allow it.
That's poetic.
That's a 20.
That is a 20.
Versus he has a 9.
That is a 9, so that is only a
So it's
16.
only 16. Thank you, kid!
You are able to draw it back a little bit.
Emotional support from the distance.
Again,
That's right.
Einar doesn't know how much you have helped him, but if you did, you would be his best friend.
But it keeps going. He still has 1 success.
Yep. I can't beat that unless I have a nat 20.
No, you can. Is that a
Oh,
nat 20?
no.
That's a 19.
A 19.
Oh wait, yeah, because he only
You
has a
have a
plus
10.
9. I have a
Plus
plus
9.
10.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's another success.
As it comes back, and you are drawing it back.
Oh, hold on.
We're
Okay,
gonna
so
see how
if
this
I were
goes.
to, because we're even now.
Basically, you would have to push it to a complete win on your side to end what he's doing, and
Okay.
then you
Yeah.
could attempt it.
Then I can. Okay. All right.
So you're what, 2-1 right now, or is it tied?
No,
even.
it is neutral.
tied.
It is back to neutral.
Oh, nat 20.
You still can beat it.
No, if I roll a nat 1 here, he
plus 10.
sucks it up.
Oh, well, that's true.
Yeah. And even then,
Well,
a
then
natural
don't do
20
that.
is a natural 20.
Any more inspiration?
Well, but if he gets a natural 20.
If he
he's
gets a
plus
natural
10.
20, that is true. If you roll a natural 20, I would say it's negated because a plus 9 and a plus 10, it's 2 natural 20s is 2 natural 20s.
Fate, please smile upon me. Nope.
It didn't smile funny.
That's
It
a
didn't
3.
spit at
You
you.
begin
It is
fighting back. Just this intense
It's because I'm
focus.
rolling on the camera.
It's this intense focus as you just are drawing the energy back into yourself, holding on to all the possibilities, the memories that you have, your family that you know lies behind this mark. But he is an ancient shadow dragon now that has attuned himself to the Shadowfell. And he is drawing that mark. And he is once again
Your
one
dice are
roll
camera
away.
Shy.
They
Hide
are.
the camera.
16.
It's a 25.
He
19,
won.
alright.
He's still one up.
Oh, this is the most intense thing that I've ever done.
All comes down to a game of chance.
Yeah, really, though.
I don't like that.
19.
Back
16.
down.
He's at 2. He only needs 1 to succeed.
a long arm wrestle.
Yep.
16.
So that's a 26 to his 18.
Oh.
You are just... It is this intense fight of back and forth. And as you just keep...
Let's get in the green on here, my friend. Quit going back to the red.
You are just... I'm trying! You are just...
A little moral support here!
Every single time...
Physical support!
I am looking through my spell book, my inventory, Makoto's spell book.
And unfortunately, I will say, at this point, Ignis has responded.
What did he say?
He doesn't have a way. He could fly to the edge of the world and enter it from there, but that's it.
Riss would like to look for a portal to the Feywild.
Alright, go ahead and make a wisdom check.
That is a 18.
An 18?
Could I use survival?
No, because this is your Fey instincts. Well, you know there's one in the city where you met Riss prior, where you met your namesake. There would have to have been a portal there. But that's the closest one that you would know of.
And how far away is that again?
Way too far.
Miles and miles.
Is there anything I can ask Eroy to do?
Unless you have a form of divine intervention as well.
Yeah, he's essentially Riss going to just go,
Spells are attack
Riss!
spells.
help! And that's it.
Okay. Hey, can I try something?
Yep. He is doing one more. So he is currently, I think you succeeded on the last
you're
one.
locked.
Yeah.
So-
he's got one up on me.
Yep.
No, you're dead even now.
No. He's one down. Because the natural 20 took it 2.
During
Up, down, up.
I'm going to say 2 words.
Okay.
Just out loud. And for what it's worth. Akela and Aznarim, can you hear me?
Interesting. Especially since Yinzi is the deity you have piety to.
Yeah, that is why.
Riss is gonna go, can I have that sending stone you have with Serafina?
He's already used it.
Interrupt them with spam
Okay,
calls.
so I can't use
It's
it?
once per day.
I haven't used it yet.
Yes, you did. You said, why don't you come here?
I knew he was scrying. I didn't use the stone.
he did, yeah, he did not.
Okay. I misunderstood because that's why he responded.
No.
Understood. Good clarification. Mm-hmm. Okay. But go ahead and roll.
I like the idea of us just hearing his voice, all of us hearing, I have a better idea.
Yeah, it came through the portal.
That's it.
Hey,
I have a 20.
He has had... You wondered... He's too smart. He's got to have a plan because he knows that Korvaki would tell us something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was his plan.
17 for initiative on Riss.
Okay.
Good.
I know what you're about to do, but I'm gonna beat you to it because I want to try and impose disadvantage on him.
Okay.
I like it.
You're gonna take it?
Roll this one first.
All right. All right, we're back even.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that's a 27.
It's 27.
To his
25.
Yeah.
You are back even, so I will say, go ahead. With you back even, you can attempt something.
All right.
Because you're not just focusing on surviving at this point.
I'm gonna beat you just like Caladeros did.
Caladeros.
Caladeros. Yes. It's either gonna enrage him or it's gonna throw him off.
It's enraging him as he's going to use a legendary action.
Woo! I'm wasting them now. You guys better. You guys
He
better
has
make
3
advantage.
legendary actions each turn.
Yeah.
Oh, each. Oh, man.
It's the resistances I think he has a limited number of.
Yes.
Yeah, but technically, doesn't he have to take that after another player's turn?
Yeah, which you just took.
Oh, that was my turn. Okay. That's
Yeah.
Oh well, if it was my turn, I would have also done bonus action to attack him with my spiritual weapon.
Well, you're not exactly in a position to...
Spiritual weapon, as we clarified last time, does
not require concentration.
So it is freestanding. I can use it every single time.
Saros' spear is just chilling there like, well, this is interesting.
You know what? I will allow it. You have to use your action each turn to contest. Otherwise, you're just letting... If you're doing something else, like casting a spell, you are giving him a win.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't need. I am only focused on using my action to contest.
Got it?
But as many contests as it's gonna take, I'm just gonna keep whacking and whacking him.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. I don't know how many rounds we've done. Go ahead and roll 3.
Okay.
3 attack rolls.
So first one is a 2, misses. Second one is a 9 plus 9. No, it's 9 or 10.
It would be the same as your wisdom save.
So 10.
So 10.
Okay.
So
19
19.
misses.
Okay. And another one. Nope, misses. All right.
So they've all missed anyway.
That's all right. That's fine.
Because you're a little preoccupied.
Nope. I'm like, Harold, take over the spear. I need to do this.
Mavris is going to use a legendary action.
Mm-hmm.
Make a Constitution saving throw
Yeah, I figured.
as he casts Poison Spray.
Oh my gosh.
Because one of his legendary actions is to cast one of his cantrips.
Ooh. All right. I see. That's actually going to be very bad for me if I fail this because that gives you disadvantage on strength, doesn't it?
Nope,
Or-
it's
no?
just poison damage.
Oh, okay.
It is not the poisoned condition.
Okay. That is a 15.
Yeah, it fails.
I figured.
Wow.
It's 4 plus 2 plus 6 is 12 plus 10. 22 plus 9 is
31.
31 poison damage.
I still have my
Did you get much healing?
Yes, you haven't used your reaction yet.
No, I meant Stone's Endurance.
You have used Stone Skin. You used
Yeah,
it during
I
the fight with Ignis
You can only use that once.
per day.
Yeah. It's a race feature.
I know you said race, but it sounds like it's like you said raise.
No, it's
I
one
wish,
race
that'd be
feature.
nice.
Yeah. How
I mean,
much
you have
damage do I
your
take?
arcane
31.
ward.
31.
Do what?
You have your arcane ward, which
Yeah,
is
but
pretty
it's
similar.
useless at the moment. It's actually better than his Stone's Endurance.
Yes, it is.
Way better.
Yep. But hey,
You can
I've had
recharge
this
it.
since level 3, so.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very true. So you take the damage,
Yep.
and
fine.
it's gonna be a roll off.
Oh no!
No. Oh no.
As the
I'm back down to
poison,
one. Even.
as you breathe in the poison and just take the damage, you cough and watch as the entirety of the mark, all except for that one sigil, you are hanging on by a thread. You have your bonus action. You can attempt another attack.
Yep, I'm gonna attempt another attack. That's a 29.
29 will hit.
Cool. Where did I put my dice for attacking? I don't know. Did I put them back in? I don't know where I put any of my stuff. I'm too distraught, Trey.
I will say, make a perception check.
Who?
Ray.
Just
That's a 11.
Alright, let's go.
So halved to 5.
Half to 5.
Damn it. So close to a natural 20.
What'd you get?
4.
4?
total.
What was the name of the dragon again?
Caladeros.
Writing that down for future insults.
Oh, I have the sending stone. This is an insult coming his way.
Oh, I see.
Oh, are we doing initiative right now? So is
Ish,
he in?
yes.
Is he in?
Kind of.
Is he able to also say it in between?
Yeah, to a degree.
Okay.
But it's
I just
also
gotta
taking
find
you
out
guys
if he's-
time to think of these, which is why I'm not doing it every single round. Because you're having the time that it takes for these roll-offs and everything to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
So freaking close to a natural 20.
I know.
That's the worst that it could have been because it.
Yep. All right. He's taking time to think about it, so we're going to do one more.
Oh.
That's a
No!
tie.
He
That's a
beats me
tie.
by
15.
1. I'm at 23. That's
And
24,
that's a
right?
24.
Oh. Is that it?
That's it. That's the last one.
Hurry up your insult.
I will say this. The last insult only emboldened him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
The entire reason he's doing this is to get back at Caladeros. So being reminded of that is how I'm going to justify that nat 1.
Yep. No, that's fair. That's fair.
As you feel an absence that you have not felt for years. As the last vestiges of the mark are drawn from your skin.
can I pull out the whip?
You can.
I'm gonna smack him with it.
Make an attack roll.
That is a 24.
That hits. That just hits.
Sweet. Alright, so his AC is 24, guys. I'm teaching you things. I gotta pull out other dice.
23 or 24.
What dice do I need? I think it's a D6 and a D8. Yeah. D6, D8 plus 6. Right? Yeah. 1D6 plus 6 plus 8.
Yep.
That's 14.
How much of it is psychic?
8. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, 4. No.
4? Cool. He takes 4 and the rest of it's halved. I'll be honest, he has enough health. I'm not keeping direct track of this.
That's fine.
This is just
This is just
this is way more for Einar than it is for him.
Yep. I'm also going to. Well, that was my action. I was going to say I would look around the room, see what there is.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. I'll allow it.
It's because you can't do anything. That's why.
Einar doesn't see shit. He's too focused. Bonus action attack.
Go for it.
Actually, just in case, my bonus action will instead be.
Wasn't your bonus action to take out the whip?
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. It would have been.
But you watch as Mavris the Shadow looks at the new mark upon his scales. I thank you, Einar Kasabov.
You know, before I knew your intentions, I thought maybe we could help each other.
Oh, you have. And a portal appears behind you.
Einar's gonna. Oh wait, that's right. Einar's locked in place. He can't move. Where's the ritual done and he can move? He's gonna.
Ritual is done.
He's gonna try and bolt.
Through
30
the portal?
feet. No, 30
Into?
feet away. He is not going back through because he knows that what's his face is trying to kick him out.
Fair. All right. Yeah, the ritual is done. You can move. That is his action. So it is your turn as you
The
two.
portal's still there.
You two see
Yeah.
the portal open,
I would run through
roughly 30 feet in the air.
it. Oh.
No.
He wasn't going.
He's gonna chuck me 30 feet to the ground.
Yes, he was.
Did you Misty Step?
Are you surprised?
Should be able to. I think I have
Not
a second
really.
spell slot. Second level spell already.
End of your turn. He's going to use a legendary action.
Yeah.
Okay. My initiative is 19.
Which is before his.
That's fine. At the end of your turn, he's using a legendary action.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And he's going to cast Vortex Warp. Because he's going to use 2 legendary actions to cast a spell.
The portal's open.
Yep.
He's casting a spell.
Yep.
Cool. Counter spell.
It's 30 feet in the air, and he's behind. He's out of range of 60 feet.
Move closer first.
I'm also. You
Figured
also
I'd try it.
You also can't see him.
That's
You
another
can
issue.
feel him.
I could feel the
His
arcane
slimy,
energy.
evil.
I
no.
need you to make a Constitution save.
Ooh.
That is a 21.
A 21. I need to check and see if it fails.
21 fails.
Dude, at that level,
He is a 20th level spellcaster.
Yeah.
Yep.
Artificer, so he's technically only a half caster, but 20th level nonetheless.
Yeah.
Combined with his very high challenge rating,
Yep.
that means his proficiency bonus is a +9. Which means his
that?
which
I only
means
have
his
a +4.
which means his spell save is a 26.
Dang.
Yike.
I could only beat that with a nat 20. For
Yeah.
Constitution?
Yeah. Vortex Warp, just so you know, you magically twist space around another creature you can see within range.
He's
Targus
literally
must
chucking.
succeed on a Constitution saving throw, which the target can choose to fail. Or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. He can see outside the portal, And so... oh, actually, no. Never mind. The chosen space must be on a surface or in a liquid that can support the target without the target having to squeeze. So you are now standing in front of the portal.
Cool.
That was a legendary action at the end of your turn. Which, what did you roll on initiative, Will?
19.
19? It is your turn. Einar, you are standing in front of the portal.
Yep.
Chris is gonna look really quick at Ray. And he'll Misty Step up.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
Bet.
Bet.
That's a 25.
You are able to basically grab onto the portal as you teleport straight into the air, because you have to stand directly beneath the portal in order, and it is like vertical, not like at an angle. So you just teleport and are like on the ledge as you just see Riss's hands at your feet.
How we doing, Einar?
Bad. Kill him.
Whatever movement Riss has left, he's going to just pull himself up. I assume it was like 10 feet to get to the base of the teleport.
I will say yes. With your remaining movement, you can pull yourself up, but that's about it. You can't like move further in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I will then... do what Riss does best, attack twice, and ask questions later.
Bonus action movement. Action. Go for it with your bow, I assume.
Yes. I think that's a 27 to hit, but I'm going to check.
Yep.
Is your bow +9?
Plus 14.
Oh my god.
Bad gum.
24 to hit.
You know,
Or
Trey,
25 to hit.
I thought this session was supposed to be a peaceful, let's learn some lore. Let's have
Yeah,
a
but what's the
chill.
fun in that?
How far away are you from him?
How far did he teleport me?
He could teleport you up to 90 feet, so you are roughly...
I just didn't know if he's within 5 feet of him.
Of Einar? No.
Oh, okay.
No. So no sneak attack.
Yeah, that was my initial question there. All right. That's crap rolls, so it's going to be 19 damage total.
19. Halved to 9.
Yep.
It is now Mavris' turn, because he has a 15. Because he had a 10, but I actually forgot that he has an additional +5. And he's going to move over, because he has a movement speed of more than enough. And with his first attack, he's going to shove Einar.
That's a contested thing, isn't it?
Instead of making an attack roll, you make an athletics check contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics.
I think I've got a decent athletics. Yeah. Which is not as high as I would have thought, but it's a +7. So it's something. Oh, 16. That's not good. That's a natural 20
though.
I throw him out of his portal. Can I, flip him?
John Cena!
I want
Oh my gosh!
Unfortunately, the portal is not big enough for him.
How big is he?
Get his
He
butt
is
stuck in
gargantuan.
Oh, he went big dragon form.
He is in his fully sized dragon form.
Gotcha. Who's bigger?
But if you could pull
They
his...
are the same size,
If you
give
could
or
pull
take.
anything of his through the portal and then close the portal.
The portal is under his control. So, I will say this.
Can I re-engage in the grapple to the contest for the
to try and
mark?
take the mark back.
The ritual's done. But you can either make an attack or remove one of his remaining attacks.
I will choose. Yeah, I will choose to remove his attack.
All right.
So I will basically hold him.
Actually,
from
hold
attacking.
on. 2 psychic damage.
That's fine. I'm going to tell you this now. His max health is over 700.
Listen,
Look,
I'll take
we'll
mine
whittle
too.
him down. Look, we've
That's even
already
higher than
stayed here
Ignis's.
longer than he intended. We can do this, guy.
we
We
will do
just
this.
fought Ignis.
Help us, Keen.
Hey, we're doing
I'm
2
running
dragons
out
in
of
a day,
spell
alright?
slots.
You have cantrips. Use them.
He's not visible through the portal. You can't see through a doorway that's 30 feet up.
He
can't
is
fly.
trying to push me.
I can't fly.
If
You can
he is in the right spot, he can be
Is
seen.
A 17 to the initiative. I probably
All
should have
right.
rolled that sooner. But
I'm going to actually keep track of this now. All right, so a 15 is Mavris. Einar is at a
I had a 19.
19,
With 18.
18, 17 for Keen, and
Ryan, you
18
good
for
there?
Riss.
No!
Ray, what did you get?
Brian,
What do you think?
9.
9. Should I roll for Makoto?
Yes.
She doesn't have a lot she can do.
Please, I don't care. Lakota,
But I
just
will
need
roll.
some more
Would
support.
she engage right now?
She would try.
Okay.
There's not a lot she can do. She rolled a 10.
There's not a lot that either of us can do at the moment.
All right, so Mavris' turn. He has one more attack left. So he's gonna try again. Yeah, he's just gonna try and shove with his head.
This is a legendary action, or is this?
No, this is just his attack.
Turn.
Wow.
Come on!
There's adrenaline. You have lost the mark that you have had for years. Einar is pissed.
Einar has never hated anyone the way he hates Saravina right now.
You thought this would be so simple. I thought this would be so simple.
Honestly,
Bring him in, take his power, shove him back.
I know that
Psych.
I know that the shadow has been pulled out of Einar.
Here's the
but
thing.
His eyes are black right now.
Harold is also still standing behind you.
Harold, what are you doing?
Whatever you command him to do, and it's limited, if that.
Harold, distract him.
do the Macarena.
Harold, do anything you see fit.
All right, that is the end of his turn.
Does
It is
Saravina count as a humanoid?
no. What are you gonna try and do?
Don't worry about it.
Have I used that yet?
Yep, she's gonna
I used
cast
this-
fly at 4th level on the two of you. And she's gonna fly 30 feet up. She's hovering outside. That's all she can do for this turn.
Hold on. What's after the fire? Because we went from the frying pan to the fire, and now what's this?
Hell.
Oh, I'm playing in head. I may look like a burnt chicken nugget. All right, Ray, it is your turn. You have fly enabled. Do you even have spell slots left?
I do. Just not a lot. Is he wearing Yinzi's crown right now?
It is atop his head.
Take it.
I want it.
Yeah.
How do you plan on doing this?
I have a fly speed of 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
And he's right by the portal.
He's currently
He is currently in front of the portal.
and he's contesting with me.
He is, I mean, yeah, his head isn't exactly within reach.
He's a big boy.
Cool.
Sneaky
Bonus
neck.
action, Misty Step. Once I fly up to the portal and can see in and see where his head is.
You teleport in. You have your action.
I would like to use my action to remove the crown.
Would that be an attack roll, sleight of hand?
I don't know.
Contested strength?
I don't know.
What's sad is that you said Makoto is hovering outside of
So it's
the
not
portal.
contested strength.
If this cuts off the portal, she will be devastated. If nothing less for at least a moment, she will be devastated.
Here's the thing, though. I'm assuming he's using his current form to try and push them through the portal.
Yeah.
How is he going to stop me?
I mean, he can move his head around.
He can,
Legendary action.
but I'm right there.
He's already on top.
He's
of
also
his
very
head.
big.
The fact that this is happening so quickly as well is an advantage in your favor.
I'm aware.
Make a stealth check.
Makes sense.
He has a passive perception that is very high.
Oh, I wish I could bless you with versus stealth.
No. That is a 16. Unfortunately.
16 is not
So he
nearly
sees me,
enough.
obviously.
He has a passive perception of 37.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No,
Good lord,
Even with a natural. Come on.
Natural 20 would have hidden you.
Yeah.
I was giving you a chance.
I'd have to pass without trace to pass him without a natural
Okay.
20.
So, what's the next check to try and grab it?
So he knows you're there.
Correct.
I would say you're going to make a sleight of hand check against his dexterity save.
Okay.
You do have the best.
I think that's fair.
I would agree. Yes.
Why do you have the best sleight of hand?
I don't know.
Because he has proficiency in it. He's 2 above me.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a natural 1.
No.
Wait, what?
That's a
Yeah,
1.
that is.
Are you kidding me?
Does that
Do I
anyone have-
retroactively get inspiration for drawing the prophecy picture?
No.
I never got any reward for drawing
Yes, you did.
those.
yes, you did.
Not in the
Come
form
on.
of inspiration.
Wait, we haven't done this in a while. Is it a Bones Day? Is that still a
Bones,
thing?
the bones have unfortunately gone away. I don't have anything.
For the time being, let me check. He said he was coming back soon. I'm going to
Grace us
check.
with your presence, Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bone Man, give us a bone.
Bum, 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 bum.
What? Where did that come from?
Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing very
They
well
have
today.
returned.
Noodle and I
This is from Wednesdays.
back with another reading, and in case you are wondering why there is a blanket over his bed, it's because the cover's in the wash because he pooped on it. Oh, and we've got bones today. Look at
It is a bonus day. Go for it.
Give us a roll.
Take the bones.
Shut
Okay, so it's not in that one.
on that one.
Can we give
14.
Can we give our bones?
I don't think that works like that.
Can I give
So
him
he
a
has a
bone?
plus 10.
Nope.
So that is an 18.
Okay, that's fair. Wow, that's a much better roll.
But
You keep trying.
wait.
You keep trying.
You can keep trying.
Sorry. Do you know where you have your proficiency in sleight of hand from?
No.
Because I think I remember.
Is it a skill from Yenzi?
Yeah. From the old version of the gift system.
Oh my gosh.
Roll a d20.
Come on, Betsy.
11.
11.
10 or up, she would give you a plus 5.
Shut up.
Kinsey, thank you. By the way, he's your brother.
The perception check was to see if you could feel the fact that your spell book was essentially being affected.
Okay.
But you rolled real low.
Yeah.
Yinzi heard you.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That was why that perception check happened, but you failed it, so you didn't know. 11, 10 or up, I was
Okay.
going to give you a plus 5 because it's sleight of hand, which is an ability you got from her.
Yup. That's a 19, Trey.
That is a 19. Which beats his 18.
Oh my god.
You grab the crown.
Yeah.
Yikes.
The portal closes.
I'm so sorry, Makoto.
I'm here too.
Rip.
I was gonna fly. I probably would have flown up.
You also drop.
Yep.
You're a plane away, and there is no longer a connecting portal.
Okay. I wasn't that high up, was I?
Dragon's head, my dude.
Well, you're currently.
You're taking at least 2d6.
What's it? A D6 for every 10 feet?
Yep. I would say his head is at least 20 feet
Can
in the
I
air.
roll to try and do receive half? Okay. I figured I'd try this.
You were not expecting the fly to immediately end. You take 6.
I'll take that. That's
Was
fine
all
with
three
me.
of you inside,
All
right?
three
All
of
three
you!
of us.
All 3 of you were inside the portal!
Perfect.
This is either
Perfect.
the best or the worst thing we could have done.
And the girl just like Hey, Ignis,
The-
can you give us a flight back home, maybe?
Einar, it is your turn.
I don't know what to do, Trey. I'm stressing out.
Wiped from your fight.
I'm actually lightheaded.
I am too.
Okay, so I am right now the equivalent of Plankton going, I don't know. I didn't think I'd actually get this far.
Do we need a hot chocolate break?
Nope.
Need hot chocolate?
I mean, you're on the other side of the pool. If you want to go make some, you're more than welcome.
If you guys want some.
I would love some.
No, that would make my situation much worse.
Fellas, I don't know what to do with this thing.
I think you do.
I know exactly what to do with this thing.
Please, I hope you know what to do, because I don't.
What are you gonna do? Because Riz is gonna yell, "Toss it to me," and we'll play keep away.
Why not use it?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, I thought you had to do a tune.
I mean, technically yes, but listen, you're already in a position where you're blessed by Yinzi.
I already used that.
That opens up a lot more options.
Oh,
I have one thing.
he's gonna have such good wisdom, and he's probably got advantage against being charmed, and like
try and
all
charm.
sorts of things. So I don't think I can command him to do anything. I wanna, but I can't. 'Cause that's also technically charmed. Why is everything charmed? I need to swap out my spells, man. Alright, how many creatures can a target with bless at first?
At what level?
First.
1.
What's up?
Nope, three creatures.
Really?
Yeah, the first level.
Of what?
Bless.
Less? Yeah.
Yeah.
Please, I'm at 35 hit points.
I have added the crown of
You're
the
at
traveler
35 hit points!
to your inventory.
So,
Why
Trey,
are you
I
at
know I said
35
I
hit
wanted
points?
an artifact, but I
Because
wasn't expecting it to be
literally-
this quickly.
remember, I was down, and whatever healing you all gave. I mean, maybe my thing didn't update because you did. How many healings did you do?
I only
them.
did like, I mean, I
Yeah,
did
he was real. He was the one Ignis was chasing. Remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
35.
We had how much time for you to use all of your you remember, I'm not the only thing that can heal you, right? You have hit die. Use your mother tracking hit die.
You didn't have a short rest.
That's
You had 10 minutes before you entered the Vault of Dreams.
Climb it down.
Yeah.
Because
Sorry, I'm
the
very
only reason you were
stressed.
waiting was to wait for the scry to end. And then you went into the Vault of Dreams.
Sugar daddy is lost.
No, you still got Herald.
Yeah, Harold's still there.
And you are still a. The reason you still have your magic is because you are a cleric of Varro.
Oh, yeah.
Still.
I love this game.
I usually
You're
do
just
it right
laughing
now.
maniacally. You don't care what happens.
Oh, I care what happens. I just have no idea what that's gonna be.
Hey, I can't just use sending to a god, right?
You have Yinzi's lieutenant on speed dial.
Yeah,
Remember?
I do. I'm not trying to contact her.
No, call the lieutenant and let him know. I'm about to open a portal to her realm.
Well, you gotta communicate that to Einar because Einar is not gonna know that. Einar's trying to get Varro involved.
And you'd never cast telepathic bond because 10 minutes didn't pass.
That's the point.
You're gonna have
Amy just freaking out off camera.
You are going to have to
I can't
communicate this to
remember
Einar because Einar doesn't know. Can I cast?
My
can I
turn
cast
just went,
sending
right?
to-
Your turn is done.
Okay.
Einar, it is your turn.
Can I cast sending to the Regent?
Don't ask him for help. Are you dumb?
You could try.
All right,
He's on a different plane of existence, so there's a chance it'll fail.
Einar's gonna try. Regent.
Careful. those are
Zervina's making his move. I need reinforcements now.
So you're casting a spell.
I'm casting a spell
He's going to use a reaction.
to counterspell.
Mage Slayer.
Rip.
When a creature within 5 feet of Maverick casts a spell, he can make a melee weapon attack against that creature.
Okay, that's fine.
He's going to make a bite attack. That was almost a nat 1, and it turned to a 19.
Oh,
Plus
I cannot
17
pass that.
is a high.
Yeah,
I think that would even hit Ray.
Yeah.
I get hit.
You take 7 plus 8 is 15 plus 8 is 23 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 2 plus 2 plus 6 necrotic.
My ward's still
Okay,
up.
so what's the max
He's
of
taking
that?
the damage.
You
can extend it.
It is.
So that's 10 necrotic damage and
23.
23. So that's a total of 33.
Cool.
Okay.
You can reduce it by 4.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome.
Amazing.
You know what? I'll take what I can get. I am bloodied.
That's all I had. Do I take the damage from the attunement to the crown?
No, you are not. Well,
I've rolled for it. It's 47.
okay. I'm going to say that if you are attempting to attune to it, roll a d20.
19.
What are you ending your attunement to? Your Staff of Power, your Ring of Protection, and your armor.
You're gonna have to go with the ring, man. It's only
Yeah.
It only gives you a +1 to stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to end the attunement to the ring.
All right, then yes. However, I'm going to roll the damage.
Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate you getting ahead of it, and
Oh, you take damage when you put it
you take damage when you attune to the crown. But I'm going to say...
Oh, I
because
rolled incorrectly then. Go ahead.
What did
I
you-
rolled 10d10. Sorry.
It is 8d10, so
Correct.
it's actually less. But it also could be more. I assume
be
you
more.
rolled low.
I rolled pretty low for most of them.
Yeah. So I will say, because you are already in a position being blessed by Yin Zi, you are able to instantly attune to this, as opposed to it taking the hour it normally would.
Yep.
Just because of the balls of that move, honestly. Just...
Inspiration.
No, I'm giving you this instead.
That's fair.
Inspiration
This is a little bit more
damage,
powerful
yeah.
than... Honestly, this is way more powerful than inspiration at this point.
Well,
Depends what the
on
inspiration's
roll.
used for.
Yeah, I was gonna
True.
say.
7
Okay.
plus 7, 14.
Ugh.
Plus 8, 22.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Plus 7, 29. Plus 1,
30.
30.
Fine.
Plus 8,
38.
38.
Two more.
Plus 3, 41.
Yep. One more.
Plus 6,
No
47.
way.
I rolled it on camera.
I cannot believe
That is...
Wait, was that the exact
That was the exact same
hilarious.
damage I rolled!
That
Fate
is
has decided.
so funny. You take 47 psychic damage. You currently cannot be charmed or frightened. You now have resistance to psychic damage.
Yay!
You can speak, read, and write Orin. And you can cast Gate at will.
Got it.
With a caveat.
Yeah.
Roll a d20, right? Or something like that.
I think is it a D?
Yeah, that's
D100.
right. Where we released some crazy creature.
Yeah.
Hey, what if we release the crazy creature right with Saravina and go, "Hi, bye, Saravina, have fun."
It is specifically hostile to whoever is wearing the crown.
Check it back at Saravina.
The portal will close.
So what are you doing on your turn? So you cast Sending,
I cast sending to
the Regent. I will say,
As a bonus
you
action?
respond.
We've been going for far too long. My cameras
Yep.
are starting to die.
So try and get that back up and running.
What are you saying? What's happening?
The Regent responds. A location would be helpful. You don't have the mark. He can't track you anymore.
Oh no. Do we know if we're in Saravina's lair?
With the nat
Yes.
20 on perception that you got earlier, yes.
We're in that demi-plane between the material plane of the Feywild.
The back door to the Feywild.
Yep.
All right. Riss, it is your turn.
Would that be enough? If he knows.
Get me away from the portal.
Maybe.
Or get me away from him.
If you would have communicated that, I would have done that. However,
I wasn't saying anything. I didn't know what was going on.
Yep.
you want me to wait?
No, you're on that camera anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, that's
and we're
true.
still recording audio.
It's it's a funky thing with having plugged in batteries instead of actual batteries, where they sometimes are a little funky,
Yep.
and so it randomly dies.
So, go ahead. What you doing?
What was the... Do you remember, do we ever know what the hit points for the crystal was?
The crystal is not an attackable object.
Yeah.
Why
It's
not?
essentially a piece of armor.
It's more a manifestation at this point. Even if you were to destroy the part that was on the outside, there would still be like Iron Man style shards inside his
Pull
heart.
it out.
Rats. Okay.
You can only pull it out if the target is willing and you have the spell slots, which you guys don't have after that
Don't
fight.
have any spell slots. Riss will pull back his bow, because there are definitely two people within 5 feet now.
Yep.
I can still see you.
Cast bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And... Because am I within reach of him right now? came
You
up
are
at the-
within 5 feet, yes. You have your scimitar.
That's true.
Wait, don't you have a blade that's good against dragons?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
that's the scimitar.
Oh, okay.
But all the damage is halved. It'd still be a good chunk of damage. Dang, I specifically didn't take out all my d6s because it's supposed to be a chill
Listen,
one.
I wasn't prepared for this either, okay?
Listen.
I
that
realized
is-
we had enough time left for that to happen, and I thought it would be quick.
Yeah, I'm not giving it up without a fight.
Well, yeah, I expected a fight. I didn't expect everything that happened after that.
Trey, this is A, D&D, B, it's us.
I
Let it
know.
pick.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can't plan for this stuff.
I
We
can
will take
try.
your plans and we will flip them upside
on.
down, turn them inside out, and then
It is a
Well,
lot
let's
of
see
dice.
if you hit first.
That's true. I'm still getting it ready.
Yeah.
As he kind of drops his bow and pulls out his scimitar, as he's doing all this, he's going to go, Saravina, I'm glad you bested Einar. Now you're challenged. Now we'll humiliate you worse than Caladeros' plundering. There is no winning. You'll die. And take 2 attacks with the scimitar.
Go for it.
Hey, your strategy's gonna work again. Distract him.
Distract him and enrage him? Yep.
Sure, buddy. Go for it.
19 on the first one.
Total?
So I'm not flanking, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay. 19 on the first one total.
Misses.
Oh yeah. I know. And only 16 on that one, so
Misses.
both miss.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action.
I'm not done yet.
You've used your bonus action and both attacks.
I did use a Hunter's Mark. That's right. I was
Yep.
going to disengage. Yes.
Yeah. So if you want to try, you can.
No. It's okay.
Yeah. He's going to cast Cloud Kill.
Nice done, you guys.
Sorry, I'll bring you back.
I have
Fuck it.
Revivify.
Counter spell.
It is above a 3rd level,
I'm aware.
so
I'm gonna do it.
make
It's an
a
arcane.
flat intelligence check.
Oh, it's a flat intelligence. It's not arcana.
It is your spellcasting ability check,
Okay.
not adding proficiency.
Spellcasting ability. Where's
Okay,
that?
hold on. Before he does that, before you do a legendary action, I did not move.
Okay.
No, I used my bonus action.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, never mind.
This is so intense.
Yep.
I'm dying over here. Actually, kind of literally, because
So
I'm bloodied.
It's what, a +5?
Yeah.
Or is it +5, +4 proficiency bonus?
No proficiency.
I've only got like 2 more diamonds.
That's a 15.
That's enough.
Shut up. I just stopped that.
It's 10 plus the spell's level.
Is that a
Cloud
fifth level
Kill is a
spell?
5th level spell.
Riss ain't going on.
I saw double digits and was like, he doesn't think he succeeded, but he did. As he goes to cast the spell, conjuring this noxious gas in his hand.
I have way more diamonds than I thought I did.
Riss is kind of resigned to it.
There's
He
a
sees that,
sound
he's like,
of shattering as he turns to look at Ray.
No.
Okay,
You better cast Gate.
it is his turn.
I know.
Oh,
I'm terrified.
Yeah, he just turned from me to you. You really pissed him off.
As he prepares his breath attack, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You are not good at those.
No, I'm not. His save is a what? 26?
This isn't a spell save. It is lower, I'll tell you that much. Not by much, but...
Get me up.
That's unfortunate.
What'd you roll?
That's a 9.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll on your sheet.
Uh-oh.
That's rude.
As you take 67 points of necrotic damage. Hey,
That's
it's
fun.
less than average.
I am
Not dead.
unconscious because of this stupid crown.
Yep. It's a powerful object.
I was gonna say, be careful what you call stupid here.
All right. As you just see this, I need to double check something. As a shadow dragon. Oh, you're not killed. That's right. Yeah. Because he doesn't have that ability. Most shadow dragons do. You're lucky. A lot of the time, a shadow dragon, if it reduces someone to 0 hit points, it kills them.
Oh.
Remember the one we fought in the one shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that's right. I forgot about that.
Thankfully, he doesn't have that ability. He already had enough extra. He didn't need that.
That was necrotic?
Necrotic.
Damn.
Yep. That is, however, his action. No bonus action. It is...
Ray's turn.
Did...
What?
Didn't Makoto... Does she have that spell prepared?
What?
No. Didn't someone... No, that may have been during the Magnus fight, where someone cast Death Ward.
Yeah, that was Samir.
Right. That's right. And that only lasts 8
Magnus
hours.
Mavericks, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I was like, we fought this guy before? Oh, wait.
Because that would have kept you up. Trying to see if there's anything you can do. Yep.
Bet you didn't guess this session would end at a TPK, huh?
It could.
If it does, it's entirely y'all's fault.
Yep.
He wanted you out of there.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to get out of there.
I know. You also just pissed him off.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
It is your turn.
Great.
So go ahead and make a death save.
That's a pass. That's a 7
pass.
to die.
Einar.
Okay. Okay, you... Hold on. You said that, it would be enough because the Regent would know where Seravina's lair is because I've been there before.
Within reason, yes.
Okay. Seravina's lair. Come quick.
Make a persuasion check.
Please don't hurt.
Can I have advantage because I'm proving my worth to Varro?
Varro likes you. The Regent doesn't.
Oh, that's true. That's an 18 on the die.
Plus what?
Oh, I don't
18.
think I have.
Okay, 18. I wanted to make sure it wasn't a negative.
Oh, well, okay. That's fair.
I was
honestly.
asking in a kind way.
That's fair, honestly. Also, Einar is going to move 30 feet towards Ray.
Got it. Okay.
Any bonus action.
As
Well, my only bonus action that could help you would have been to cast a spell, which I cast with.
You don't
I
have,
already
like,
cast one with sending. So
healing word or anything like that?
it's
He
another
already
leveled
cast
spell.
sending.
So unfortunately, because it's all leveled spells, I can't do anything like that. Let me check something real quick because I might be able to cast something as a bonus action. Possibly.
technically your spiritual weapon is still up.
It is, and I'm going to. Well, I've had to use other bonus actions.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, if you're looking for something to do this turn.
Yeah, if I can't do what I want to do, but what I want to do is try and secure Ray if possible because I don't want to die. I I have said it before. I have spent 3 years with this character. I am not willing to let him die more than twice. All right. How does my? There's something
You
I
do
can
receive
do.
a one-word response.
What's that?
Understood.
Okay, cool.
However,
Cool,
Servina is also
cool,
going to make
cool,
an attack against you, Mage Slayer.
Can I finish my turn first?
I mean, it's a reaction for when you cast a spell, so.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Still got to get
Woo! What is that?
6.
Is that a 6 on the die?
So it's a 23.
Shield.
Harold's coming.
And as you're running over, Servina just swipes a claw at you, and the Herald just comes up and shields you from it.
I imagine the Herald looks just as pissed as Einar does.
Oh, he does.
Love you, Herald! You're the best!
Love this game.
God bless.
If Einar ever gets married,
I'm
Harold will
beyond
be in his
stressed right
wedding.
now.
I can't
I mean,
even
he's the perfect
do
best.
anything.
I
right
have
now.
been
He's always in
stress
his
sweating!
shadow.
Okay. You make it to Ray. End of your turn.
That is the noise that Einar makes, by the way.
Servina is going to
Wait, my bonus action!
bonus action.
Because I'm trying to find out if I can do this as a bonus action.
What are you trying to do?
Enchantment school. Okay, no, I can't. I was gonna see if I could use one of my spells, because if I cast things of the enchantment school, then I can change the spell's casting time to a bonus action.
Yeah.
That would free up a cantrip, but I can't do that
Got
because
it.
that's not the right.
Yep.
Not the right type. So I'm just gonna smack him with the.
All right, make an attack roll.
I mean, it's worked decently well. No,
Doesn't it? As a bonus action,
You jinxed it.
I did.
he is going to make a tail attack against Riss.
There it is.
It's easy.
It is.
True.
Yes! About freaking time! That's in that one.
It's a natural 1.
What are my options?
All you. Good luck.
Either you can make an attack, or I can do something possibly useful.
No, I'm kidding. Yes, I would like to do something useful.
The attack hits, but does no damage, as you essentially use the momentum to move yourself also to Ray's side.
Get us out! Get us out! Get me up! Get me up! I'm about to! Give me a chance! I had to make sure that we have
This is your
a
turn.
fighting chance.
Riss
Please tell me.
is going to cast Healing Spirit.
Oh my god.
How long does that take to cast?
I
Please
think-
tell me it's an action.
Oh lord, I'm pretty sure it was an action.
Please tell me it's an action.
Bonus action.
Healing Spirit is bonus action. Okay.
Concentration up to 1 minute. You gain 1d6 hit points.
Okay.
You or me?
You.
Okay.
Yep.
I put it on you. It is in the shape of a lynx.
Nice.
You gain 3
Like
hit
that.
points. And for his action,
Yep.
he's going to continue to say, you know, I never really liked you. And attack 2 more times.
Valid. I do have to make a note. Your bow is still on the other side of the room.
It's true.
We'll get you
dropped
another
it.
one.
We'll get you another one, buddy.
I just needed to, I did need to point that out.
Yep, it's okay. It's okay. G-Zum.
Is that an 8 and a 7?
Yep, so 18, 17.
Both fail.
I missed my bow.
Yep.
This scimitar is cursed.
Yeah, don't use that scimitar anymore.
That the end of your turn?
That's the end of my
Scared
turn.
Of the dragon.
Really though.
Ray?
What happened to the
You sit up.
crossbow? That
I have it, but the scimitar does no damage. That's why I pulled it out.
I sit up,
Didn't
breathing
hit-
heavily.
It is Mavris' turn.
I know. If I may, Mavericks. What is your plan?
Riss is gonna look at you like, what?
Make a persuasion check.
get him talking about himself.
He starts
monologuing.
Shut up.
He had this prepared.
Exactly what you're trying to
speech.
do.
I know. That's a 5.
If we ever had a time for inspiration, now
Humor
would be
me.
the time.
Get him to talk. Because he likes to talk about himself.
He does.
He's too smart for that.
Yeah. I accept that explanation.
It is his turn.
Rip. Bring it.
Don't say that.
I'm going to see if he gets his breath weapon back.
Yep.
As he
That'll
is.
do it.
We are all clumped together now.
Ignis didn't get a single breath back.
No, he
He's
didn't.
getting all of them.
Yeah. Well, technically that's his first one, but yes, very much
So
so.
all of them.
Yeah. Your point stands.
I'm about to throw up because I'm so nervous.
Humor me and get him to
Have some more
monologue.
drink.
Or just target risk.
Wait,
Actually,
Can you roll? For initiative for the region to see if he can intervene.
Like Gandalf.
I will do that.
Like Gandalf at Helm's Deep.
Die.
Yep.
I will do that.
Natural one. No.
Nope.
It's a
Not
6.
enough. You didn't roll it. You let it fall.
That was not a roll.
Then I will do.
Oh god.
Thank
Yeah,
Thank
this,
you.
Chuck it. Wow. Fate,
Exact same number.
I hate fate sometimes.
Fate wants us dead.
Apparently.
Fate wants you guys
Fate
dead.
wants this campaign to end.
May the odds.
There's
be
my
bad.
natural 20.
Yep.
Finally.
Stop rolling it when we're not.
I'm going to
I'm
roll
going
something.
to pass out.
I'm going to roll something.
Can he hit all of us with that or no?
No. That was whether he was going to do the smart thing or not. You are currently prone.
I'm currently prone.
He is going to make a grapple check.
On me?
Yep.
Okay.
Fabulous. Lord, help me.
He is attempting to pin you down.
Uh-huh.
Well, sorry. You are prone, which means he has advantage.
Another.
Wow, that really hurts.
Another.
So
18 plus.
A lot.
Plus 8.
Ryan.
You got
Enough.
that nat 20, my dude.
Make an athletics or acrobatics check.
We'll do athletics. Where's my acrobatics? Yeah. No.
So with one attack, he has pinned you down.
Okay.
I feel like you've earned this. And he's going to reach with his other hand. And with you pinned down, he is going to attempt to take the staff from its holster on your back.
Okay.
We'll take a crown for a staff.
No, I want that staff.
I know you do,
That staff.
This staff is everything.
but it was the thing that he would do is either kill you
Yeah.
or make it hurt.
Okay.
And
That's fair.
he did the dumb thing, which was to make it hurt.
Okay.
Because
got
killing
it.
you would have
You're
done
still
both.
alive.
Exactly. So I know you want the staff, but this is what that decision was.
I
Okay.
now lost his mark. I lost
I'm
my bow.
going to
You're
say
losing something
you
too.
are pinned down, barely up from
everyone
just
lost
being
their
knocked
sanity.
out.
Yep.
Do you want to contest it?
No.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't.
No.
I
I'm not contesting that.
yeah. So but that is going to be the remainder of his turn to take the staff, and it is relatively small in his hand.
You pick his teeth.
That is the end of his turn.
My turn.
It is your turn.
When is it the regent's turn, please?
6. It's after Ray.
I never
Gate.
got my turn.
Well, you're
I
on.
can. Okay.
Is there anything that you could do?
Trey.
No, when before the
Well, the portal closed
vanished.
before.
You conjure a portal
Ray goes-
linking an unoccupied space you can see within range to a precise location on a different plane of existence. The
Yep.
portal is a circular opening which you can make 5 to 20 feet in diameter. You can orient the portal in any direction you choose. I open it below us, all 3 of us,
I figured.
to Makoto.
To the Vault of Dreams, because it's to a
Yeah.
location.
Okay.
Before you do that, I need you to roll me a D100.
What's
it's a D100?
what's the possibility?
It is a
1%.
10% chance.
10% chance.
Okay, so it's if it's below. Okay. All right.
good.
That's middle ground.
That's
So
a
we're good.
25.
The next time you use it, it will be a 20% chance.
Okay, so what if I
Right.
use it?
You would
Next
take the
time.
damage.
Yeah, but then it resets? Because I'm a
Every
different
use,
person?
nope. Every use of the crown incurs a 10% chance of releasing the astral dreadnought.
Oh,
Yep.
In
Does
general.
it reset like
In
each day, or is
general,
it just total?
no.
So one
This
person...
is not a crown meant to be used by mortals.
And I just did. And I smile at him.
As you all drop through the portal.
Riss. Is it possible for Riss to try and... Because the claw is right on top of
Leave
Ray.
your damn bow!
No.
Okay, good.
The claw is right on top of Ray. Riss is going to try and drag his paw so when the portal closes, it's...
He is pressing
Make an
down.
athletics check.
He is pressing down.
Can I
That's an
argue?
athletics.
Can
You
I argue?
cannot make an acrobatics check. But given the fact that he is pressing down, I will give him disadvantage because this would be I am having him use acrobatics instead of athletics
Okay.
because it is pulling back as opposed to because he was pushing down
Yep.
and I'm giving him so I'm not going to give him disadvantage, but I am going to force him to use acrobatics instead of athletics.
Okay.
Okay. I have my roll.
He has a +1. What did you roll?
Non-natural 20.
Come on. This would be hilarious.
A 19. As you grasp onto Mavris's claw, bringing
Which
it
hand
through
is it?
the
Which
portal.
hand is it?
The
Right
one.
hand.
Suck it, bitch.
And Riss is gonna go, close it.
I'm going to say each of one of you takes a d6 of fall damage.
That's fine.
I'm totally okay with that. I was 100% expecting that to happen.
You all take 3 fall damage.
And I'm unconscious.
I got you.
I have
I got
3.
you.
That is all I needed to do.
And-
oh my
The
god!
last thing you see as the portal closes above you is a disembodied green dragon claw. No mark on it.
He didn't use his
Okay.
Because as we established a long time ago,
Yeah.
if Einar were to cut off his hand, the mark would move to a different place on his body.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is bound to his soul.
Riss,
But the claw, nonetheless, falls.
That's a loss for an artificer.
Hang
to
on
the
to this.
ground.
We have his body now. We can use it against
and
him.
as
good point.
you all lay there,
Healing.
I'm going to assume you heal, but the specifics we will get back to, because that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Holy shit!
wow.
I have been sweating!
Well
And I'm not even
done.
No, I don't think it was well done.
No.
No, was
I don't
like,
care
was
about
it
that
just, like,
staff.
a claw, or was it like
It is from about here onwards.
He essentially, Riss just did what
Ray
we
and
all have
Riss just
messed
did
up
to
hands.
Seravina.
Wait, no, I doesn't
What
have a messed up hand
Seravina-
anymore.
Hang on.
I'm not part of the group, guys.
No.
What are you talking about? You're not part of the group.
I don't have a messed up hand anymore.
It's okay,
My
your
hand's
head's
normal.
blended.
Shut up.
messed up.
All of our souls
That's
are messed
true.
up at this point, so you match.
Yeah.
It's true.
Wait, they.
And the portal closes, and the session ends. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next week for another episode of The Outsiders. Good night!